If you've ever uploaded your art to an AI tool, a sketch, a song, a scene, maybe even your voice, you may have wondered, is my art still mine? What actually happens to it? Do I still own it? I've spent the last decade building AI tools at big tech companies and studios, but I'm an artist first. Here's what I've learned. Not all tools are created equal. Some are like local software on your computer where all your work stays with you. Others are cloud-based systems that might keep a copy of the work that you upload. And your signature creative identity, your cadence, your phrasing, your rhythm, these are more recognizable than people think, especially if that creative voice is distinct. Let me show you what I mean. When you upload a piece of work to certain tools, it's broken down into digital patterns. Think of it almost like custom ingredients to a recipe. And sometimes those ingredients aren't just used to create something for you, they're also used to improve versions of the AI model itself. That means your creative fingerprint could be used to shape results for other users down the road without your name ever being attached to it. Why does this matter? Because you didn't sign up to be a data donor, you were just using a tool to try to make great art. But unless you do your due diligence and check how these tools work, you may be giving up more than you even realize. That's why artists around the world are speaking up through collective action, through lawsuits, and through feedback that's shaping the tools themselves. Because sometimes you're not just using a machine, you're also helping train it. There are artists I talk to who see this as a complete deal breaker, seeing their unique way of sketching or mechanism for layering vocals show up in someone else's work without payment or consent is a no-go. But there are many other artists I talk to who are completely okay with models working in this way. In fact, they see it as a way for us to build even more powerful creative tools for artists all over the world. There are artists who see the AI shift as a natural evolution in the way that we collaborate, almost like a global creative commons. They believe in open source creativity and are fine with their work influencing others as long as it's helping shape better tools and expand access. What matters is that each of us get to actively decide where we land on that spectrum, not have that choice silently made for us by a terms and conditions buried in fine print. Really is no right and wrong, but you should be educated on how this works so that you can make the right choices for yourself. The great news here is that there are tons of ethical tools that exist, and they're becoming more of an industry standard. These are tools that pay creators, let you opt out, and don't store any of your uploads beyond that specific session. There are tons of tools that respect your creative boundaries instead of crossing them. And they're becoming more available. Even some of the free ones are starting to add more rigorous privacy controls. So here are 4 questions that I think every artist should ask themselves before they upload art to an AI tool. Number 1, was this trained on licensed data? If it wasn't, it may have copied other artists' work without permission, and you should think critically about what that means for you. Number 2, what happens to my uploads? Are they used just once? Are they stored to help train future versions of the model? Can I opt out? And if I can't, am I okay with that? It really is a personal choice, just make it consciously. Number 3, do I own the output? Can I copyright it? Can I sell it? And what happens in the case that the work that I generate ends up resembling another artist and happens to go viral? Who's responsible for that? Is it me or is it the tool or platform that I used? Number 4, is my work being shared with other systems? Some tools end up passing your data on to third-party partners without you ever knowing, and that's something that you should be conscious about. These questions aren't just technical. They're your creative firewalls. Your voice isn't just data that lives in a system. It's your creative signature and identity. Always ask good questions so that you can protect your artistic identity in a machine world. Whether you create alone or collaboratively, whether you're a sketch artist in Tokyo or a screenwriter in Nairobi, you have a right to understand how these systems use your art and data. Even if the tool is free, and even if you're just experimenting, remember that your creative voice always has value. So ask good questions before you hit upload. Make AI work on your terms, not the other way around. These questions aren't just for defense. They define the way that you want to work as an artist in the world today. Do you want your voice to be remixable, or do you prefer for it to be fully protected? Do you want full ownership, or are you okay with shared influence? There is no universal rule, but you deserve the clarity to choose on your own terms, not inherit someone else's. Take a few minutes after this video and ask yourself, what kind of relationship do I want with these AI tools? Protective, experimental, open, guarded. Now go and choose the tools that match that deep intention. If this was helpful, subscribe below for more tools, prompts, and artist-first guidance on how to navigate this new world that we're in.